What's going on, everybody? It's been a long time since I posted. I'm back and better than ever. I've got a lot of life stuff to fill you in on, as well as a childhood story and taste test after I fill you in. If you want to skip ahead to the story and the taste test, just go to this timestamp right here on the video. So where have I been the last 6 years? Well, I've actually still been around. I've been mostly behind the scenes, helping my dad out with his channel, Freakin' Reviews. I've helped take some of the workload off of him, so that's what I've been doing with my time. You'll also notice behind me that I am definitely not in Las Vegas. A little over 2 years ago, I moved to Maine. But yes, I moved to the lovely and beautiful state of Maine. I am officially a Mainer now. I'm filled up with all the lobster rolls and moxie that you can drink. And after a long time of debating whether or not I should continue making videos, I just started posting videos on TikTok just for the fun of it. And I've actually had such a blast doing it, man. I absolutely love making videos now. I've had a newfound love and interest in making videos. And I feel like this is the best version of my content creating self. You'll see some transitional content as I post. I unfortunately won't be posting a lot of content with my dad, so unless I fly out to Las Vegas or he flies all the way up here to New England, you probably won't see him too much on the channel. I won't have a co-host, it'll just be me. So if you're looking forward to videos with my dad in it, you might have to just stick to his channels. He just won't be featured in my videos often. It's not easy to justify a 3,000-mile flight. But as far as the content I'm gonna make, it's still taste tests, it's still food and drink reviews, with a rather heavy focus on energy drinks. They seem to be the talk of the town in the 2020s, and I want to try as many energy drinks as I could possibly get my hands on. Now, even though I moved to Maine just 2 years ago, I actually have been visiting for 2 years longer than that. I started visiting here in the summer of 2022, mainly to visit friends, but also finally meet in person the love of my life, my girlfriend. Her name is Brittany, and we've been together for about 4.5 years now. It's been an absolute journey, and after visiting back and forth for 2 years, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna finally make the move. I never thought I'd leave Las Vegas, but meeting the love of my life certainly changed things. I never really had a formal goodbye to YouTube, so I'm sorry for that. But I hope that you can welcome me back into your heart and accept my apology for such a long break. For those of you who don't want to stick around, I completely understand. But for those of you who give my new content a chance, I hope you can welcome me back with open arms. With arms wide open, under the sunlight. I couldn't say that without thinking about Creed, come on. But anyway, now it's story time. Since my new angle is going to be predominantly energy drink reviews, with some other food and drink reviews sprinkled in there, I thought I'd share the story on how I tried my very first energy drink. So it started in like 2009 when I was like 10 years old. Now my parents weren't together at that point, but my dad always made it a point for me and my twin sibling to visit my mom. She was living on the other side of town, and so after driving 40 minutes, we finally got to her place that she was staying at. She was either living with or was friends with somebody who worked at a convenience store or who was a distributor. Well, anyway, I can't remember who that person was, but what I did remember is one day we were visiting, he dropped off several cases of this mysterious drink. I mean, me and my sibling were kids at that point. We didn't know what an energy drink was. In the late 2000s, energy drinks weren't even really like big yet, especially not like how they are now. Well, anyway, this guy dropped off like several cases of this cool drink. It had a nice black can, red text, and a big snake on it. I'm like, this is the coolest looking drink ever. Originally, I thought it was alcohol because of the look of the can. But then the guy explained to us, no, it's not alcohol. We're able to drink it. They're actually an energy drink. It's kind of like soda, but not quite. And if you're familiar with any energy drinks out there, you'll know I'm talking about Venom Energy. That's right, man. Some random guy that my mom happened to know or live with offered her 10-year-old kids an energy drink. And not knowing any better, my mom didn't have any cool drinks at her place. She only really had water. And so we're like, screw it, we're gonna try this drink. Little did we know it had like 160 milligrams of caffeine in it. And a whole bunch of other stuff that kids probably shouldn't have. But yeah, Venom was the very first energy drink I ever had. So every time that I'm out shopping and I see a Venom energy drink, I think back to a small 10-year-old Brandon being fascinated by what he was consuming. And here I am 20 years later, almost 3,000 miles away, and I'm gonna finally revisit Venom. It seemed like a nice full circle moment for me and a great way to jumpstart my YouTube channel again. So this is the original flavor of Venom Energy, which is the one I had when I was a kid. It says Venom Energy, energy with bite. And I believe that it is Keurig Dr. Pepper that makes Venom. So it is 160 calories, 40 grams of sugar, it's got a couple of B vitamins, and of course the 160 milligrams of caffeine. I can't imagine how wired I was as a kid, and how hard I crashed after drinking that. Alright, without further ado, let's crack it open. Ah, that smells exactly like how I remember it, man. Alright, down the hatch. Wow. Hey man, this tastes exactly like how I remember it, but man, is that a bold flavor. This probably blew my mind as a kid, and I gotta say, as a man in his late 20s, this is still pretty good. It's nothing crazy, it's your standard fare for energy drinks, but it's kind of a first generation energy drink if you think about it. There really wasn't much competition for Venom back then, but all this time later, it's still produced. I usually see it at dollar stores or other discount stores, and I don't think I've ever seen a can over $2. And I know they have other flavors now, so maybe I'll try to revisit some of those flavors too. But man, this is such a full circle moment. Look at my stance, I look like I'm about to hang out with Hank Hill and his friends in King of the Hill. I just looked at my screen, I'm like, yep, there's Dale on my screen pretty much. That's what I see. I don't have any pocket sand though, I just have this can of Venom. Though maybe that's more deadly than pocket sand. I feel like the only drink I've really had that's close to Venom is the original Red Bull. It's got this nice, strong, bold, citrusy grapefruit flavor that I absolutely love, man. And sure, it's probably not the greatest energy drink out there, but Venom will always hold a strong place in my heart. Well, that about wraps up my taste test for this Venom, and so that's a wrap on this video. If you want to follow along on my content creation journey and trying a whole bunch of different energy drinks, food drinks, all kinds of stuff, make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to continue posting as much as I can. I absolutely love making videos again, and I can't wait to share my experiences with all of you. Well, anyway, I'm going to finish off the rest of this Venom and carry on with the rest of my day. Hope you guys have a good one. Cheers. Shout out to Venom.